One thing I have strongly advocated is to get to know your local coin shop. Even if it means you travel 50 miles to get to one, it's always nice to have that option if you ever need it. And I know that sounds extreme, but there's something about being able to buy in person from an individual as opposed to buying online. And I say that being sponsored by an online bullion dealer. Summit Metal is one of the fastest growing online bullion dealers out there. They've got some great prices on precious metals for sure. Check them out. See if they do for the product that you're looking for at any given point in time. Notwithstanding, even though that's the case, I think it is also good to develop relationships with the people close to you or closer to you than some online shop somewhere. And that is the case with what I'm about to show you now in this video as we explore. It's a pretty late explore, isn't it? Pretty well in the video. The meat of the video is about relationships and about profiting from those relationships in a sense. And it's a profit for both me and the local coin shop. When I can get silver for at or near spot, it's always a good deal. I'm going to start with these pieces right here. A little bit of world silver that I got from a local coin shop here just very recently. Some very nice pieces, 90%. And this is a Balboa's little piece here that I got. And just very nice, pretty much uncirculated from Panama. And this thing is 90% silver, minted by, you guessed it, the United States Mint. That's right. So we got that there. And then also this little sixpence, none the richer, as well. Beautiful little coin here that I got with some nice patina. But that's a very small world silver. It's understandable. Usually you can get that stuff for fairly close to spot anyway, but I digress. But this is just another addition. And then I also got this little thing, a little vial, 5 grams of silver for $5. That's right, for this little vial of silver. Just something kind of cool, in a sense, really to kind of show on the channel. It's a cute little thing, and they gave it to me essentially for spot. And there's that. And also, bought from an estate, I cherry-picked some of the nicest mercury dimes that I've seen in a while. And these little government certificates of authenticity, which means they probably paid a pretty high premium for these things. I got them for $3.50 a piece. And even though they're premium, you know, they're common dates. It's 1945, I think, for all 3 of these. And I'm going to probably take them out of these. But they were processed and decided to pass the savings along to me because I'm a regular customer. And so, and you get to know the people there. You develop personal relationships with them. And I think when you do that, and you learn, in many cases, not to really question their pricing. And, you know, you may ask, is there room to move on a certain item? There may not be. Or on some items, you may just see the price and just say, hey, I'd like to buy this, and not even ask for a discount. And then they may give you a discount anyway. But they may appreciate that you're willing to give you to give you a break on it, or you're willing to spend full price, even though they do give you breaks from time to time. Now let me take that a step further. Let me back up a little bit. I paid $5 for this, but they were just going to give it to me. They were just going to give it to me outright. And I told them no, I'd be glad to pay for it. And so they said okay. And so they charged me $5 for it. So sometimes it's a give and take with a local coin shop. In another situation, somewhat unrelated, I got this for right around spot price. It's a 25 gram little vintage bar here with Eisenhower's bust on it. Very nice little bar here, and I don't know that it's got a maker's mark on it anywhere. Probably part of a series of presidential bars. It looks like it is something here. Nope. I thought there was something on the edge that may tell us. something, a series and whatever on it, but all it does is just say 25 grams, 3 nines fine silver there. So that's another example in a way that you can accumulate is get some of these odd-sized pieces, and usually place will sell them to you for a little bit less because they're odd weights. Of course, this is pure silver, but a little bit of an odd weight, 25 grams. It's another addition. And finally, I got this, an uncirculated, slightly whizzed peace dollar for 27 bucks. Not bad. And that's the price they had on it. And so yeah, I've added this to the collection. I don't really need another peace dollar, but hey, I get this thing for close to spot. There's a 0.77 ounces in this thing, so just over 3/4 of an ounce. So I don't think that's a bad deal for that. Adding a peace dollar. Usually these peace dollars and Morgan dollars do sell for a bit above spot price. So it's one way to be able to add a little silver to the stack here, and to be able to showcase that. So, you know, and it's really a neat way to be able to do that. And one thing I like about some of the 90% silver is especially how it sounds. You know, I love the sound and the feel of 90% silver of days gone by for the durability, but also the sound when it jingles in your pocket. Of course, you can take and flip a piece like this and you can hear it, but the best way to really get a sound for it is use something called the pocket pinger. Yes, indeed, the pocket pinger is a great way to be able to test your silver for authenticity. Yes, indeed, and it's a really cool little contraption. You can do some very small pieces as well too, such as this. This is a quarter-size piece, and we're gonna test this with the pocket pinger right now. The link to is an affiliate link in the description below. But let's see what this sounds like as a way to be able to hear that sound and authenticate your silver. Here we go. The microphone is actually further away from it, but trust me, that is a very distinct ring and a very small size coin. But because it's centered there, it has that ability to really ring true, because it has these little padded things there to be able to not damage the coin, but be able to provide that here. So I'm going to actually see if I can move the mic a little bit closer and see if we can get this thing on there pretty good here. Let's see if we can get this Morgan silver dollar to ping for us here. Very nice. Oh yeah, there it is. So yeah, and it's always good to authenticate your silver, and most local coin shops will have a testing device to be able to test there on the spot for you if you're buying, just to make sure. But nonetheless, the pocket pinger is another way to do it. I think it's a good idea to have one of these. The link to it is in the description of this video, as well as you can get this little stack stick, and they also have fakes that you can get from them, so that you can use them as sort of a test against the genuine. So there you have it. Those are my pickups. It pays to get a little bit of a deal and be based off of a relationship at your local coin shop. It's about give and take, and that's really what it's about. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. I hope you found this video informative, insightful, and educational. I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch, and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.